What's up, people? Today, as you all can see the title of the video, I'm going to be talking about Zebulon and Issachar. Now, you may be asking, who is Zebulon and Issachar? From what I read in the Bible, Zebulon he was Jacob's 10th son, from what I'm mistaken, by Leah. Issachar, on the other hand, I know it's probably one Benjamin, Levi. Wait a minute. It was probably Rachel. Issachar was probably had by. Let's see here. We'll get it out the Bible. Hopefully I can find it. So this is gonna be about, and I'm gonna try to see if we can find out the character of Zebulon and Issachar. I think they started having children in Genesis chapter 28, I think. I think this is when they started the birth of the 12 tribes. And Jacob went out from Beersheba and went toward Haran. Okay. No, that's not it. I think I'm close to it. I think I'm right by it. And Laban said unto Jacob, because thou art my brother, shouldest thou therefore serve me for nothing? Tell me what shall thy wages be? And Laban had two daughters. The name of the elder was Leah, and the name of the younger was Rachel. Leah was tender-eyed, and Rachel was beautiful and well favored. Okay, I think this is going into what the tribe that when Jacob had had Leah and Rachel. Leah was tender-eyed, but Rachel was more attractive. All right, and this is the starting the birth of the Israelites, the Hebrew Israelite race. All right, let's go off into it. Let's continue to go off into it and see if we can get a better understanding. And Jacob loved Rachel and said, I will serve thee 7 years for Rachel, thy younger daughter. Now you have to understand, I remember the story. Leah was Rachel was, excuse me. Laban was Jacob's uncle, and which was his mother's brother. Rachel and Leah had children by Jacob, which was their cousin. It says, and Jacob loved Rachel and said, I will serve thee 7 years for Rachel, thy younger daughter. So he served altogether 14 years. 7 and 7 is 14. And Laban said, is it better that I give her to thee than that I should give her to another man, abide with me? And Jacob served 7 years for Rachel, and they seemed unto him but a few days, for the love he had to her. And and Jacob said unto Laban, give me my wife, for my days are fulfilled, that I may go in unto her. That means have children. And Laban gathered together all the men of the place and made a feast. And it came to pass in the evening that he took Leah, his daughter, and brought her to him, and he went in unto her. So he had Leah first. And Laban gave unto his daughter Laban Zilpah, his maiden, for an handmaid. And it came to pass that in the morning, behold, it was Leah. And he said unto Laban, What is that? What is this that thou hast done unto me? Did not I serve thee for Rachel? Therefore, wherefore then hast thou beguiled me? So he wanted Rachel, but he ended up having his children by Leah. And Laban said, It must not be so done in our country. Laban was Jacob's like uncle, and this was Rebekah's brother. They were brother, It must not be so done in our country to give the younger before the firstborn. Yeah, so they, that was a custom. I think that's one of our customs, the Hebrew customs, is to it. They always gave, I think, the elder son or the elder child for marriage. Fulfill her week. We will give thee this also for the service which thou shalt serve with me yet 7 other years. This is where he had to work another 7 years. And Jacob did so and fulfilled her week. And he gave unto Rachel his daughter to wife also. And Laban gave to Rachel his daughter Bilhah his handmaiden to be her maiden. It says, and he went in unto Rachel, and he loved also Rachel more than Leah, and served with him yet 7 other years. And when the Lord saw that Leah was hated, he opened her womb. But Rachel was barren. That means she had no children. And Leah conceived and bare a son, and she called his name Reuben. That was the firstborn. For she said, Surely the Lord had looked upon my affliction. Now therefore my husband will love me. Because see, when they had children, they took pride. You know what I mean? Today that ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? Not in Israel, because see, our people got tainted at one time. And once we got tainted, and this is the reason why I believe that the Most High God says, I don't like using that word, I believe, because it make it seem like you following a cult. But I'm going to say, this is the reason why I notice in the Bible, God says, don't make no marriages with the nation of the Canaanites. Because it said in here in Genesis, thou shalt not take of the daughters of the sons of Canaanites. And she conceived again and bare a son, and said, now the first one she had Reuben, the second one called, and she conceived again and bare a son, and said, Behold, because the Lord had heard I was hated, he had therefore gave me this son also. And she bare him, she called his name Simeon. Simeon is Dominican. And she conceived again and bare a son, and said, Now this time will my husband be joined unto me, because I have bore him 3 sons. Therefore was his name called Levi. So Levi was the third son, Reuben was the first one, Simeon was the second, and Levi was the third. And she conceived again and bare a son. And she said, Now I will praise the Lord. Therefore she called his name Judah and left barren. Now, verses, I'm going to have to read verses 30 and verse 1 because this is what this video is all about. This, I didn't intend to go go through all of these extreme of scriptures, but what I'm going to have to do it like this here in order for you to be able to get the understanding of it. And then I'm going to take this video and I'm going to put it in the description box in the other video that I just did. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know why I turned my oh, wait a minute. My bad. I uploaded the video. The video is already uploaded. So what I'm going to do, all right, let me go ahead and read verse 30 of Genesis. And when Rachel saw that she bare Jacob no children, when Rachel saw that she bare Jacob no children, Rachel envied her sister and said unto Jacob, give me children or else I die. Okay, so it was Leah and Rachel. Rachel's sister was Leah, all right? And Jacob's anger was kindled against Rachel, and he said, am I in God's stead, who has withheld from thee the fruit of thy womb? And she said, behold, my maiden, build her, go in unto her, and she shall bear upon my knees, that I may also have children by her. And she gave him Bilhah, her handmaiden, to wife, and Jacob went in unto her. He went in unto Bilhah, and Bilhah conceived and bare Jacob a son. And Rachel said, God had judged me, and has also heard my voice, and had given me a son. Therefore called she his name Dan. That's Dan. That's the fifth child. And Bilhah, Rachel's maiden, conceived again and bare Jacob a second son. That's Bilhah. This was by the other women, Bilhah. So that's 1, 2, 3. So that's 3 women he done had children by. Leah and Rachel and Bilhah. Those are 3 women already that he done had sex with. And Bilhah and Rachel's maiden conceived again and bare Jacob a second son. And Rachel said, what great wrestling have I wrestled with my sister, and I have prevailed. And she called his name Naphtali. Naphtali, that is the I think it's the 5th son. When Leah saw that she had left barren, she took Zilpad, Zilpad, her maiden, and gave her Jacob to wife. And Zilpah, that's the 5th wife of Jacob. And Leah's maiden bare Jacob a son. And Leah said, a troop cometh, and she called his name Gad. Gad is the Native American Indian. And Zilpad, Leah's maiden, bare Jacob a second son. And Leah said, happy I am, for the daughters will call me blessing. And she called his name Asher. Asher. And Reuben went in and Reuben went in the days of wheat harvest. And Reuben went in the days of wheat harvest and found mandrakes in the field, and brought them unto his mother's Leah, Leah. Then Rachel said to Leah, give me, I pray thee, of thy son's mandrakes. And she said unto her, Is is it a small matter that thou hast taken my husband, and wouldest thou take away my son's mandrakes also? And Rachel said, Therefore he shall lie with thee tonight for my son's mandrakes. And Jacob came out of the field in the evening, and Leah went in to meet him, and said, Thou must come in unto me, for surely I have hired thee with my son's mandrakes. And he lay with her that night. He lay, that means he had sex. You know, and God hearkened unto Leah, and she conceived and bare Jacob the fifth son. And Leah said, God had given me my hire, because I have given my maiden to my husband. And she called his name Issachar. So Leah said, God had given me my hire, because I have given my maiden to my husband. And she called his name Issachar. Issachar, that's Mexican. And Leah conceived, that's the fifth son, Issachar. And Leah conceived, and again, and bare Jacob the sixth son. And Leah said, God had induced me with a good dowry. Now will my husband dwell with me, because I have bore him six sons. And she called his name Zebulon. There you have it. So Zebulon was the sixth son. That's what happened. Zebulon was the sixth son. So I think that I'm gonna stop reading right here for right now, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna look up the answers to. I hope that singing don't get up in here, because YouTube gets you for copyright or whatever, and I don't want that Christianity is to get in here. Jacob's tenth son and sixth by Leah was Zebulon. Zebulon was practical, and it was practical in business minded. The tribe of Zebulon divide, delivered its money from its ports and access to the sea, which is why its symbol is a ship. It helped support the tribe of Issachar, where most important scholars of the Israelites live. Okay? Zebulon, okay, was, according to the books of Genesis and Numbers, the sixth and the last son of Jacob and Leah, the founder of the Israelite tribes of Zebulon. Some biblical scholars believe this to be I don't even know what that is, but let me go down. The name is derived from the Northwest Semitic roots, BCE. The the argetic text is an epic. I don't know what that is. The title of the god. The text of the Torah was. Oh my goodness, these are some hard words. Oh my goodness. The text of the Torah gives two different methodologies for this for the name Zebulon, which texture the scholars attributes to different resources. to the Jews and and others, and the other to the first being that it derived from Zebulon, the word for gift, in reference to Leah's view that her gaining of six sons was a gift from God. The second being that it derives from, I don't know, Yahweh, meaning honor, in reference to Leah's hope that Jacob would give her honor now that she has given birth to six sons. So Zebulon was the sixth son. Some of this stuff is just hard reading. Oh my goodness. Zebulon Hebrew tribe, but Britannica. Zebulon, one of the 12 tribes of Israel that in biblical times constituted the people of Israel, who later became the Jewish people. Now, that's not right. Who became the Jews, the Hebrew people. The tribe was named for the sixth son born of Jacob and his first wife Leah after the Israelites took possession of the promised land. Joshua divided the territory amongst the 12 tribes, assigning to the tribe of Zebulon a section of the land roughly northeast of the plain of Jezreel. After the death of King Solomon in 922 BC, the Israelites separated unto the 10 tribes. The Israelites separated into the northern kingdom of Israel, representing the 10 tribes, and the kingdom of Judah in the south. The northern kingdom was conquered by the Assyrians. The northern kingdom was conquered. The northern kingdom was conquered by the Assyrians in 721 BC, and its tribes dispersed. The Jewish lineage thus considered the tribe of Zebulun as one of the 10 lost tribes of Israel. Okay, Zebulun was the 10 lost tribes of Israel. Judah, Benjamin, Judah, Benjamin, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. The northern kingdom conquered the Assyrian kingdom conquered the northern kingdom. That was the northern kingdom of Israel. The Israelites separated into the northern kingdom of Israel, representing 10 tribes, and the kingdom of Judah in the south. The northern kingdom was conquered by the Assyrians in 721 BC. The northern kingdom was conquered by the Assyrians in 721 BC. That's what happened. And its tribes dispersed. All right. Levi and Judah and Issachar and Zebulun each was the father of a tribe, though Levi's descendants amongst whom were Moses and Aaron, the priests in the temple of the functionaries. Israelites descendants of the Hebrew patriarch. Israelites descendant of the Hebrew patriarch. Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel after an all-night fight at the Penner, at the Penner near the stream of Jabbok. Genesis, Hebrews, the Hebrew, any member of ancient northern Semitic people that was the ancestors of the Jews. The biblical scholars use the term Hebrew to designate the whatever it is that they're trying to say. What does Zebulon mean in the Bible? In the Old Testament, Zebulon is the 10th son of Jacob, which we just read out the Bible. In the Old Testament, Zebulon is the 10th son of Jacob, his sixth son by Leah, and the ancestors of one of the 12 tribes of Israel. Genesis 30 and verse 20 implies two different roots for the name. Two different roots for the name, meaning to dwell, meaning gift Dory. Two different names, two different tribes. Meaning to dwell. Jacob's 10 sons. Okay. Where did the name Zebulon come from? Where is Zebulon today? That's a good question. The territory Zebulon was at the southern end of Galilee, with its eastern border being the Sea of Galilee, the western border being the Mediterranean Sea, the south being bordered by the tribe of Issachar, and the north by Asher on the western side, and Naphtali on the eastern. So these were just places that Israel was scattered. I think I read all this here, but I still can come back eventually and read more. Um, I don't know if how this reading. I hope this reading doesn't sound horrible. Okay, saying Google wants to dump Quorum launch smartphone so as early as next year. Well, hopefully it will be better. But and Issachar had understanding of the time according to the Bible. And Issachar had understanding of the time according to the Bible. Wait a minute here, hold on. Is this? And Issachar had understanding of the time. I don't know what's wrong with this thing today. This is crazy. I don't know if y'all understood that or not because I was reading and it just feels like my voice be, I don't know. Seem like when I be reading, it look like it be Greek. I hate when this thing go dark. I done did 30 minutes already. It's 3:33 in the morning. I went to bed about 12, slept a little while, woke up, couldn't even go back to sleep. But I'm gonna eventually go back though. Uh, According to the King James Bible, Issachar had understanding of the time. And Issachar had understanding of the time, according to the King James Bible. And the children of Issachar, which were men that had understanding of the times, to know what Israel ought to do. The heads of them were 200, and all their brethren were at their commandments. What was the role of Zebulon?
Here's a summary from study.com. The 12 tribes of Israel were all named after one of the 12 sons of Jacob. Jacob's 10th son was Zebulun. It helped support the tribe of Issachar, where the most important scholars of the Israelites lived.
Yeah. What is Zebulon a biblical name? What is Zebulon a biblical name? The name Zebulon is a baby name of Hebrew origin, means exaltation, or little dwelling in. Bible Zebulon was the son of Jacob, Leah, the ancestor of the tribe of Israel, which bore his name and settled around Nazareth. Who is Zebulon and Naphtali? How many people are named Zebulon? What does the name Zebulon mean biblically? In the Old Testament, Zebulon is the 10th son of Jacob, his sons by Leah, his sixth son by Leah, and the ancestors of one of the 12 tribes of Israel. Genesis chapter 30 and verse 20 implies two different roots for the name and meaning: to dwell, meaning gift, Dory. His gift name means to dwell, meaning to dwell. Where does the name Zebulun come from? The name Zebulun is a baby name of Hebrew origin, meaning exalting or little dwelling. Where did the 12 tribes of Israel come from? What does Dan mean in Hebrew? Okay, where did the 12 tribes of Israel come from? In the Hebrew Bible, the 12 tribes of Israel are 12 tribes of Israel. Hebrew descend from the 12 sons of patriarch Jacob, who was later named Israel, and his two wives, Leah and Rachel, and two concubines, Zilpah, and Bilhah. Yeah. So I've been reading for the most part for 34 minutes. And I don't know how in the fuck this shit, excuse me, I meant to say it like that. I don't know how in the hell this is going to sound. I hope I don't sound horrible when I go back and look at the video, but we'll have to wait and see. Hold on. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put the link to that video in the description box. I'm gonna take this video and put it in the link in the description box. Yeah. So what's up? Yeah. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here now.